Hello and welcome to Cooking the Books with Heather. On this episode, we are going to be working out of Vivian Howard's Deep Run Roots cookbook. Excuse my new backstage cast member. She's a little loud. But we're going to be making summer punch. I had a bunch of watermelon that was honestly not so great because it is the end of the season. But I had a bunch already cut up and I was looking for something to do with it, and I found this, and it's definitely something that will last for a while and will probably cover up the fact that it's not super great watermelon. So the summer punch starts with a watermelon rosemary sorbet. So I've already made the rosemary syrup, which is just sugar and water and some rosemary. You bring it up to a boil and then you take it off the heat and let it cool down. So that's super easy. Strained the rosemary out, but you can see it's got a little bit of a green color. And we're going to add this to our cubed watermelon. This is overfilling my my blender, but that's max for liquids, and this is going to blend down a lot. I have some lime juice. I did use bottled lime juice for this because I had it, I wanted to use it up, and I was lazy. So this is not going to be sort of best ingredients makes the best thing, but if it's delicious, you'll know. And then I have some tequila. So I'm gonna add that in here. And that's it for the sorbet. All we have to do is blend this up. So I'm gonna do that. There we go. Of course, I'm not plugged in. All right, so I'm gonna blend this up until it is smooth. So I'm gonna hit blend. Thanks, that's about as smooth as I'm gonna get. And look, it basically is full on my blender. So almost overloaded it, but did not quite. So now what I have to do with this is blend this through Now what I have to do with this is put it through a fine mesh sieve. So I'm gonna do this through here, into here, but I'm gonna have to do probably 2 to 3 batches of that, but I'll show you how that goes. So this is just the sieve I use to strain out the rosemary from my, my simple syrup. And I'm gonna pour this in here. And I'm going to sort of encourage it to go through with my my silicone spatula here. And I'm gonna do this and transfer this into a container in my refrigerator until we are ready to turn it to make it into sorbet. So I'm gonna keep doing this in batches and put it in a container, and we'll be back when we are ready to make sorbet. So we turned our summer punch. We left it in the refrigerator for a while, and I've got a picture of what it looked like after it had been in the refrigerator. It did separate, so, and I did have to turn this in the ice cream maker in 2 batches. I tried to do it all without refreezing my ice cream base. The second batch did not freeze quite as well, but I think we're okay. If you don't have an ice cream maker, you can probably do this kind of like a granita and put it in a 13x9 glass pan in the freezer and just stir it up with a fork every so often. So I'm hoping this turns out okay. And we do not have cute little dessert glasses, so I've just got a standard, I don't know, small cup, glass cup that I'm going to serve this into. So I churned it for about 20 minutes on my thing, just like the bourbon slush, although this got much more slushy because there's less alcohol in this. And so I will put a link to that bourbon slush if you need to sort of see how that whole ice cream maker process works. But it was very simple at that point. Just have to make sure you stir it because it did take 2 batches in my ice cream maker, which is sort of a standard home one. So we have that. We have our summer punch, our basically watermelon sorbet, and we have a sparkling rosé. We are supposed to have some diced watermelon, small diced watermelon to put on top of it, but honestly, it is the end of September and I don't think we can get really good watermelons here anymore. And also, I don't like to bite and chew really cold things because it hurts my teeth. So I'm not gonna be doing that today. But, so we are going to see if we can sort of scoop some of this out and put it in. Oh, of course I'm making a mess over here. It's pretty good. It's not forming a good ball, but it's, you know, coming out pretty well. It doesn't seem like it's super icy, so that's good. And the tequila will help with that, and so will the sugar, which there's a relatively high sugar content in this. So I'm just going to serve this up. I don't think she gives any indication. Basically just spoon it into the bottom of a chilled glass. I forgot to chill my glass, sorry. But I did chill my sparkling rosé. So yeah, it seems like it's actually a very good texture, not super icy. So that's good. And then once I get however much I think is enough, I'm going to top it with some of our sparkling rosé. And then you should eat this with a spoon. There we go. And there you have Summer Punch from Deep Run Roots. Now I'm going to take a little taste, like I usually do with the drinks here, and let you know what I think. That's really good. I don't know how, we're not big sparkling wine fans. Honestly, we don't drink it a lot. And so I don't think we've ever had this before. I don't know how sweet it is on its own, but the watermelon sorbet really makes it very sweet, but a little tangy on my tongue, that little bubbly sensation. I really enjoy it. It's great. It's very refreshing for the summer. We are in one of the last warm days that we'll have for a while, so we're gonna enjoy this. And if you enjoyed watching me make this, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and come back and watch me make something else next week.